Saturday the 18th of March 2023 and I'm in Whalley at the moment, and you'll know where Whalley is because on my last video me and Mike were over there going on a ride out to Fleetwood. Fleetwood? Oh, Fleetwood, yeah. We're thinking of going to Fleetwood today. And Mike's not out with me today. He's gone out with the guys on a ride to one of their usual haunts, to a cafe somewhere that they've been a few times before, but I fancy going to a cafe I've not been to. So come on, let's go for a ride.
So before we set off, let's have a look at the map, and that's where we're located, in the northwest of England. And looking a bit closer in detail, you can see where we started off today from Whalley, which is a large village in the Old Valley, which is in Lancashire, and it lies on the banks of the River Calder. And today's ride was only a short loop, but there was some fantastic cycling countryside to get through. And you can see highlighted on the map there in green, the outward leg, with Clitheroe never being too far away. And other places along the way included Great Mitton, which we'll come to shortly, Waddington, Bolton by Bowland, Wigglesworth, and finally Tosside, where I stopped for a bite to eat at the Old Vicarage Tearooms at 21 miles. So let's get back to the ride, where we're just leaving the outskirts of Whalley, and it's springtime as well, so there's lots to see, lots to hear.
And so there's the sign behind me for Whalley. It's a great place if you're going to drive your car somewhere to go for a bike ride. For me, it's not too far away. The best thing about this place is, and I always say it, you're straight onto classic cycling country lanes. So from where I am now, I can go to Blackpool, Fleetwood on the coast that way. I can go straight inland into the trough of Bowland, or go that way to the Yorkshire Dales. You can't go wrong. So this is the B6246. There's the Three Fishes restaurant. We're going to take a right down here now onto Church Lane. And so we've ridden 3.5 miles. We're getting signed for Basher Leaves, Clitheroe, the trough of Bowland. But we'll take the right, so we'll head towards Clitheroe on the B6243.
And then all of a sudden, the views just started to open up.
I've stopped again, and on this ride today we're going to be looking out for the signs of spring. I can hear them over there in the field. We've got lovely bar lambs. It's great to hear all this, you know, it's countryside, it's the wildlife, it's nature. We've got daffodils coming out. It's just fantastic, isn't it? And I've got Pendle Hill ahead of me, I'll show you that shortly. And I'm looking out for crocuses too. And because we're into March, the caravan and camping season has opened. I've just took a left there, past the Edisford Bridge campsite, and there's people on it already. We've got some great views ahead. The countryside's opening up. Lovely green countryside. Although this time of year there's not much in the way of foliage. Just over 8 miles now, and we're in the lovely little settlement of Waddington. There's a good cafe here, some nice looking pubs. Waddington Fells over there, that takes you way up over the top with a wicked descent over towards the trough. But we'll take a right at the Higher Buck pub. We took a right and we're riding on West Bradford Road towards Clitheroe. About 10.5 miles in now, and another left onto Grindleton Brew.
It's Grindleton Brow, sorry about that.
So it's 2:30 as well, so I can't be hanging around filming too much. I didn't set off till about 1:15.
This is a steep little hill, but as you can see there, we've got lovely daffodils and some snowdrops coming out there. And for me, the ride was just getting better and better.
This is a lovely part of the countryside. It's getting quite warm. We're near Bowland High School, so what I think I'll do, I think I'll take this layer off. I'm getting way too warm. So while I take these layers off, I'll show you the view, because I've got Pendle Hill right in front of me. It's magnificent. What a view. Don't need any of them. Oh, I'm going to say, because last week we had snow. It's about 13 degrees here. It's perfect. We just come flying down a big hill there, and you'll know where this is. If you're from around these parts, you'll know this. We've got a sign there saying Sawley. The A59's to the right, over there. Clitheroe's way behind me now. This is rural Lancashire for sure. Well, it's approaching 10 to 3 and most cafes close around 4. So I might have to rejig this ride, head towards Wigglesworth, which is up here anyway. There's a couple of cafes around there, one at Tosside I need to check out. So let's get the Garmin and see how we get there and give you some lessons on it. You can see the screen there. We press here, home screen. Then it says where to or view map, so we press where to. Back to start, route planner, route trip, round trip routing, saved, recent finds or search tools. Press search tools, press cities, and then down here press your keyboard, bottom right. I'll put in Wigglesworth. So there's Wigglesworth, press the tick. It's now saying Wigglesworth, North Yorkshire, ride. Press ride. Calculating the route, 23%. And I can now zoom out. And in a pink highlighted route, I can use the hand button there, I can scroll now. So there is the route. We're good to go. I've just stopped here because the Garmin's telling me there's a left turn ahead, and it also gives you a countdown to how many seconds that turn is. So on the screen here, distance to the point is 444 feet. We've got an arrow. Also there's the time to the point. But we've also got on the road, reading the road, we've got road signs, Lancashire Cycleway here. It's not that one. We know it's 20 seconds down there somewhere. So let's keep going. And this unit, it's a cheap one, but it gives you an audible tone as to when you've got to turn. I can see a left-hander here coming up. I've got my countdown to 13, 12 seconds, 10. There's the tone. Remember, this walker has right of way. Thank you. You've got to be mindful of the new regulations. I'm second in line, the walkers are first. Do us a favour, look after my bike. I need a nature break. Thanks for that. Must be old age catching up on me. 2.5 miles to the cafe. We've just covered over 17 miles and we're now officially in the county of North Yorkshire. We've left Lancashire behind us. The scenery, it's not really changed, it's the same. Well, I lied. I've just climbed up a little brew there, small incline. I can see Pennines and Ingleborough right ahead of me. There's Pennines. Ingleborough's where them trees are. I haven't got my GoPro chesty, so I've got to ride one-handed today. I can't believe I've forgotten it. But that's what we are looking at on this fantastic little bike ride. Brilliant. I never ever get bored of this. So there's the sign for Wigglesworth. We've got to get down here to the junction. Now I was actually on Google Maps today looking at this place, Wigglesworth Community Centre, and it closes at 1. We can get a brew there. So we're going to go left here now and take ourselves back in towards Tosside.
And I've been informed it's pronounced Tosside.
On the B6478. And so looking on the map, because I've turned left, the Garmin saying make a U-turn. So I don't want to navigate, so there's a little red circle with a white cross. Press that. It'll say stop navigating, tick yes. Now we're back on to just general usage, reading the map if I want to read it, and scrolling through, looking at my data. Just going through a little enchanted wood section. So we're only about a quarter of a mile from that turn before some trees come down here. Just get up this little climb here. We're now into the wind. This is 20.4 miles. Passing the farm there, that's where the camera's mounted. Give you a wave. And we'll get over the crest. Not long to go for a cup of tea. Tosside at 21.5 miles. The Old Vicarage Cafe Bistro. Cyclist welcome. So there we are. It looks okay. See if it's open. Hiya. Do we order outside?
I can do, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
come out to you. I'll ask you what you want now.
Can I have a pot of tea?
Tea, yeah.
And a scone?
Tea and a scone, yeah.
With jam and cream?
Jam and cream, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, right, I'll get that for
Lovely,
you.
thank you. Can you hear the birds? This is brilliant. It's peaceful. 3 peaks over there.
And do you know what? There's something about this place, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But what a fantastic location.
Just look at that.
A scone with jam and cream, a strawberry and a pot of tea for £5.90.
Size of that. I think we'll make light work of this one.
Oh, it's starting to crumble. And yes, put the cream on first, the jam on second. Lovely jubbly.
Well, the number of times I've passed by here on bike rides is ridiculous. And I thought I'd come by here today and actually stop, get a bite to eat. I'm not being disappointed. The setting is second to none. All you can hear is the birds, the wildlife, and the peace and quiet with it. I've got the whole of the Yorkshire Dales here. I know I've mentioned this time and time before. And literally round the corner is Lancashire. And then you can get into the Gisburn mountain bike park just round the corner here. But anyway, it is going towards 5 o'clock. And I can't be hanging around here for too long because we haven't got enough daylight just yet. But the lighter nights are coming. Well, I'm glad that I came to this cafe. Lovely scone. Let's get the lights on. Yep, we're on. Right. Let's plot a route back towards Whalley. So we're now back in Lancashire and yeah, that was a great stop. And as the tradition goes, we had the cream on first and the jam on second. Wow, there's Pendle Hill again, to the left. It's looking a bit murky over there. That's towards the Trough and Sladeburn. Well, it's been a while. I can sense it's going dark now. And I've just passed through Newton in Bowland. I've come off the B6478, which is a Waddington Fell climb. I'm on a little narrow lane now. It'll take me to Cow Ark. Well, we're up in the Clag. It's rained a bit. And I just passed 2 senior ladies walking there, looking for the inn at Whitewell. And they're way off the track. So we've got them on the right directions now. I'll get up here, get to Cow Ark and take a left, and that'll get me more near where I want to be, back toward Clitheroe and Whalley. Well, that was a brute of a climb. I needed all my gears then, and I'm so glad I've got a compact setup. Oh yeah, let's get out of this grey murk. Well, that's a bit better now. We're on better roads. I've got a slight tailwind. It's damp. And if you look on the map now, we just completed the loop. We're back near Church Lane on Great Mitten Road. And then we'll drop back down over the river. And that's nearly the ride done.
So there you have it, and that was a great little bike ride, which took us into Lancashire and Yorkshire. The distance was 41 miles, which is around 66 kilometres. The ride time was 3 hours and 15 minutes, with an elevation gain of 3,316 feet and a maximum speed of 37.4 miles per hour, which we did approaching Newton in Bowland. But if you like these videos, let me know and I'll make some more for you. Thank you for watching.
I do think pigs are lovely, you know. Looks happy as a pig in It's damp and we're 7 miles. Well, here you can't take that bend of that seat. I can't go around them corners like that.